Neighbors met tonight in Suffolk to talk about the safety around retention ponds. We shared the story of little Mason Sheets 2 weeks ago. His father found his body in a pond by their home. Neighbors want to make sure that doesn't happen to anyone else. 10 on your side's Erin Kelly joins us now live in Suffolk with details. And Erin, what came out of tonight's meeting?
Well, we were not allowed into the meeting. The president of the Owners Association said he wanted the neighbors to feel like they could speak openly about the issue. But we did get a chance to talk to Mason's father. He said he came here, even though he's already lost his son, he wants to make sure that the same thing doesn't happen to his fellow neighbors. And the neighbors we talked to tonight said that many of them spoke in support of something, some sort of barricade or barrier or fence around the pond where they found Mason.
I jumped out of my bed, I threw on some slippers and I ran out there and I seen him. And I thought he was gonna make it, but he didn't.
You don't forget a day like that. The day Christina Lenore says she saw her 6-year-old neighbor, Mason Sheets, after his father pulled him from a retention pond near their Kempton Park home. Though a different pond 500 yards away has a fence, this one didn't. Some of the neighbors who came to an Owners Association board meeting Tuesday night say that has to change.
I strongly believe that if there was a fence out there, that it would have deterred him from going into that pond. And Mason could have been here today.
Steve Folsom, another neighbor, came with the family.
It was productive. I think we've got movement to either get a fence or a natural barrier or something to prevent another child from unfortunately having the same mistake.
Kempton Park Owners Association President Ray LaFoon says several options are on the table, including not making any changes to the pond, but says he couldn't go into details.
They understand the challenges that we as the board are facing as we go through these options, but at the same time, they want something to happen too.
LaFoon says they are looking at options, costs, state laws, zoning requirements, and what the city would allow. He was reluctant to set a timeline on the process. Are you concerned that another tragedy could happen in the meantime?
I guess it's there with anything. But we don't want to just knee-jerk a reaction. We want to make sure that we do the right thing.
The president said he had heard from some people who said they were opposed to having a fence around the pond there. As far as the money is concerned, he says that the budget for the association has already been allocated, so it's not clear how they would be able to spend money on any changes to the pond. He says that they did send some questions to the city. They are still gathering information on all of that. For now, we're live in Suffolk. Erin Kelly, 10 on your side.
Virginia's Department of Environmental Quality discourages fencing around wet ponds, saying the preferred method is to manage the land near the ponds to eliminate drop-offs.